tell me what is the value of sine 120 degrees and sine 270 and sine 1080 sine 1080, similarly tan 210 and cos 540 and for example cot 180 or else sine 180. Yeah, tell me these values. Yeah, fine. Now how to find out the sine 120 means you can take like this. So sine 90 plus 30. So why? Because means we have to write like either sine 90 plus theta or else 90 minus theta or 180 plus theta or 180 minus theta, 270 plus theta or 270 minus theta. So you have to write like that only. Therefore I will write like this, that is sine, clear sine 90 plus 30. So sine 90 plus 30, sine 90 plus 30 means second quadrant. In second quadrant, sine is positive. Therefore, this is cos. Parent function is 90. If parent function is 90, cos will turns into, sorry, sine will turns into cos. Therefore, it is cos 30. Now, what is cos 30 value means root 3 by 2. Clear? What is a cos 30 value means root 3 by 2. Now, sine 270. So, how to find out sine 270 means? Clear? How to find sine 270 means? Yeah, you can take, clear, you can take this value as sine 270 minus 0, no problem. Clear? So you can take like this. Sine 270 means opposite one. Clear? Sine 270 means opposite function. Therefore, it will becomes cos 0. So what is cos 0 means? Cos 0 is how much ma? Sorry. So sine is negative. Are you clear? Sine is negative. Why? Because means 270 minus means third quadrant. It is in which quadrant? Ma? Third quadrant. Therefore, cos 0. So cos 0 is 1. Therefore, it is minus 1. Okay. So sine 1080. How to find out sine 1080? Yeah, tell me, ma.
ನೀರ್ ಹಾಕ್ದು ಹೊರಗೆ ಹಾಕ್ದೆ ನೀನು ನಾ ಕೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಈಗ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲ ಹೌದು
You can write like this. So sine, here sine of 3 into 360 plus 0, right? So 3 sine of 3 into 360 plus 0. Now who is that without name? Who is that without name? Who is that person without name? Yeah, fine. Now you can write this as, clear, you can write this as sine of, clear, 2n pi, or else I will take this as, for example, sine of, for example, 3 into 360. This is n into 2 pi plus 0. Now that is nothing but sine 2 pi n plus 0. Now remember, sine 2 pi n means always it will be in first quadrant. We already discussed. So first quadrant sine is positive only. Therefore, plus sine 0, that is 0. Clear? 2 pi n means it lies in first quadrant. Now what is tan 210? What is tan 210? What is tan 210? Yeah, tan 210 can be written as two things. For example, you can take this as tan 180 plus 30. You can write like this, or you can write like this also. What is that means? Tan 270 minus 30. Sorry, 270 minus 60. You can write like this also, no problem. Are you clear? You can write both, no problem. Now listen, tan 180 plus means same function. 180 plus means third quadrant, so all silver teacups, therefore tan is positive. Clear? Tan is positive. Okay. Now tan 180, parent function is 180, therefore you will get tan function only, so that is tan 30. What is tan 30 value? What is tan 30 value? Yeah, tan 30 value is 1 by root 3. Now in the same way, tan 270 means 270 parent function is 90, 270 will get other function, therefore that is cot of 60. So what is cot 60? And that to tan 180 270 minus theta, tan 270 minus theta means 270 minus theta lies in the third quadrant. In third quadrant tan is positive. Therefore this is how much? Plus cot 60 value. What is cot 60 value? 1 by root 3. So cot 60 value is 1 by root 3. Now tell me cos 540. What is the value of cos 540? Yeah, how to write cos 540? Yeah, you can write like this. For example, cos 540 can be taken as 360 plus, clear, 360 plus 180. 360 plus means, remember 360 plus means it is in the fourth quadrant, or else you can do like that also, no problem. 720 minus 180 also you can do, but always we have to express either in 90 or 180 or 270 or 360, then it will be very easy to modify. Clear? So 90, 180, next 270, 360. Then we can easily do. So you can take this as cos 360 plus 180. So cos 360 plus theta means same function, or opposite function means same function, that is cos only. 360 plus means it is in the first quadrant. It is in the first quadrant. So in first quadrant all are positive, and cos this is how much, 180. So what is the cos 180 value? Means again you can do like this, plus cos 90 plus 90. Clear? Cos 90 plus 90, or else you can take like this also, cos 90 plus theta, that is second quadrant, that is nothing but minus. Are you clear? Second quadrant cos is negative, therefore minus cos 90. So cos 90 value is how much? 0. So what is the value? Final answer 0. Sorry, this is sine, right? Sorry. So this is minus sine 90. So this is how much? Minus 1. Or else you can do in another way also, no problem. For example, take this as cos 180. Now cos 180 can be directly taken as cos of 180 minus theta, or 0 degrees. So cos 180 means same function, 180 minus means second quadrant. In second quadrant cos is negative. Clear? In second quadrant cos is negative, therefore cos 0. So cos 0 value is 1, therefore this is minus 1. Yeah, no problem. You can do 90 plus 6, 90 into some other value also, no problem. Okay, ma? That is your choice. I'll take as easy as possible. Clear? I'll take as easy as possible. Understood, ma? Yeah, you can take another things also. For example, cos 540 can be taken as 720 minus 180 also. You can do like that also, no problem. Okay, you can do like that also, no problem. But which is easy for me and which is easy to solve, I'll follow that. Okay, you can also follow, no problem. You can follow your own method. But always if you represent in terms of 90, 270, 180 and 360, then we can easily resolve. Clear, we can easily resolve. So that's why every time I used to solve by using 90, 180, 270 and 360. I hope you understood. So remaining 720 minus 180 means that is your choice. Again you have to do. Okay, so I'll follow as easy as possible. Like always I'll consider in terms of 90, 180, 260, sorry, 270 and 360. Okay, now I'll go for the next concept. I'll tell you some formulas in trigonometry. Yeah, these formulas you already learned in your previous standard. Just once again I'm repeating, that's it. Okay, so tell me, what is the formula for sine A plus B? What is the formula for sine A plus B? Yeah, sine A plus B is equal to, similarly cos A plus B is equal to, and tan A plus B is equal to. So what are these three formulas? You already learned in your previous standard. Yeah, good. Good, very good. So what is sine A plus B? Sine A plus B formula is sine A cos B plus cos A sine B. Now what is cos A plus B? What is cos A plus B? Yeah, good. Cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. Now what is tan A plus B? Tan A plus tan B divided by 1 minus tan A tan B. Now, for example, if A is equal to B, if A is equal to B, this equation will turn sine of 2A. Now, sine of 2A means this will become how much more? Sine A cos A, sine A cos A. Therefore, this will become 2 sine A cos A. Okay, this is the next formula. Okay, now the next formula, for example, if A is equal to B, then this will becomes cos 2A. What is the cos 2A value? What is the cos 2A value? What is the cos 2A value? Yeah, substitute. A is equal to B, then cos A, that is cos square A, clear, that is cos square A, minus sin A sin B. If A is equal to B, this is how much more sin square B. Sorry, sin square A. So cos 2A formula, cos square A minus sin square A. Therefore, if you can remember these three relations, you can resolve all the other equations. I will tell you how to solve all the equations. Now we know that sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Then cos square theta can be taken as 1 minus 2 sin, sorry, 1 minus cos sin square theta. Therefore, cos square can be taken as 1 minus sin square A minus sin square A. That can be taken as 1 minus 2 sin square A. So this is also the formula for cos 2A. Are you clear? Or else we have one more relation, cos square theta plus sin square theta is equal to 1. Then sin square theta can be taken as 1 minus cos square theta. Are you clear? So 1 minus cos square theta. Then if you substitute that value, then cos 2A is equal to cos square A minus of 1 minus 2 sin, sorry, cos square A. Sorry, 1 minus cos square A. Now what is this value means? You can write like this, minus into minus, that is plus. Therefore 2 cos square A minus 1. This is the value of cos 2a. Therefore, cos 2a I have three values: 2 cos square a minus 1 minus 2 sin square a, as well as cos 2a. Yeah, fine. Now listen, for example, if I take a value as a by 2, or else if I take this value as sin a, if you take this value as sin a, for sin a this value is 2 sin a by 2 cos a by 2. Clear? And similarly, if I take cos A, what is the cos A value? Means cos A value is how much? So cos A value is cos square A by 2 minus sin square A by 2. Or else you can write like this also: cos A is equal to 1 minus 2 sin square A by 2, or else 2 cos square A by 2 minus 1. So these are the formula for cos A, only cos A. So instead of 2A, I will take only cos A. Now shall I move to the next point? So these three are the formulas for cos A. And this is the formula for sin. Now I'll go for the next point. For example, I will take this value. I will take this value, that is cos A. So cos A is equal to 1 minus 2 sin square A by 2. Are you clear? Or else I can take cos 2a is equal to 2 cos square a minus 1. I will take this relation. So from this relation, I will write like this. So 2 cos square a is equal to, okay, 1 plus cos 2a. I will write like this. I will bring this 1 to the left hand side. Then cos square a is equal to, are you clear? 1 plus cos 2a by 2. So this is the equation for cos square a. Clear? This is the equation for cos square a. Now similarly, I will take one more relation, that is cos 2a. Clear? Cos 2a is equal to 1 minus 2 sin square a, or else I can write like this also: 2 sin square a is equal to 1 minus cos 2a, or else sin square a is equal to 1 minus cos 2a by 2. These relations so many times, lot of times we'll use in physics. Remember, we'll use this relation for number of times in physics. Now similarly, if I take for example only a, clear, if I take this as only a, instead of cos 2a I will take it as only a, then we have cos square a by 2 is equal to 1 plus cos a by 2. So this is another relation. So in the place of a, 2a I consider as a, then this will becomes a by 2. Now similarly, sin square a by 2, clear, sin square a by 2 is equal to 1 minus cos a by 2. This relation is also we are using lot of times in physics. Okay, now remember, write down all these formulas, very, very important formulas. Are you clear? So surely we'll use all these formulas in our physics derivations. So if you prepare now, then physics concept is simple. Understanding is okay, but doing derivation will also, you will feel easy if you by heart or if you practice all these equations. So on that too, I am teaching only which is important for physics. What are the mathematical formulas which is important for physics or which we can use. Now, next one, if A is equal to B, then what is tan 2A? So what is tan 2A means if A is equal to B, then tan A plus tan B by 1 minus tan A tan B, that can be taken as 2 tan A by 1 minus 2 tan square A, sorry, 1 minus tan square A. Finish. Shall I move to the next set of formulas? Now shall I move to the next set of formulas? Shall I move to the next set of formulas? Yeah. Now remember all these formulas, all formulas are important only. Now, the next one is subtraction formulas. So that is sine of a minus b. What is sine of a minus b? What is cos of a minus b? What is tan of a minus b? So what is cos of a minus b, sine of a minus b, tan of a minus b? Yeah, good. What is sine of a minus b means sine a cos b minus cos a sin b. Cos a sin b. Now what is cos a minus b? Cos a minus b is cos a cos b plus sin a sin b. Now what is tan a minus b? What is tan a minus b? Tan a minus tan b divided by 1 plus tan a tan b. Yeah. Now, what is the value of sine a plus b plus sine a minus b? So sine a plus b plus sine a minus b. And next one, cos a plus b, or else I will take this as sine a plus b minus sine a minus b. And third one, cos a plus b plus cos a minus b. And fourth one, cos a plus b minus cos a minus b. Yeah, find out these relations, which is very simple. Yeah, sin a plus b plus sin a minus b is cos a cos. So cos a sin b will cancel. Therefore, you will get what is this value? Means this value is 2 sin a cos b. Now, if you take sin a plus b minus sin a minus b, then minus of sin a cos b plus cos a sin b. So cos a sin b will cancel. Then this is how much? 2 cos a sin b. 2 cos a sin b. Right? So why? Because means sin a plus b is sin a cos b plus cos a sin b. And sin a minus b is sin a cos b minus cos a sin b. If you subtract this from this, then sin a cos b will cancel. Then we have cos a sin b. Therefore, this value is 2 cos a sin b. Now cos a plus b plus cos a minus b. So what is cos a plus b plus cos a minus b? Yeah, 2 cos a cos b. Now what is cos a plus b minus cos a minus b? What is cos a plus b plus cos a minus b minus cos a minus b? Yeah, 2 sin a sin b. Okay, 2 sin a sin b. For example, I will take a plus b is equal to, I will take a plus b is equal to c and a minus b is equal to d. I'll take a plus b is equal to c, a minus b is equal to d. Now I'll take this as equation number 1, I'll take this as equation number 2. Now we'll add equation number 1 and 2, then we have a plus b is equal to c, a minus b is equal to d. Now if you add these two, plus b minus b will cancel, then we have 2a is equal to c plus d, or else a is equal to how much more? C plus d by 2. Now in the same way, if I take a plus b is equal to c and a minus b is equal to d, I will subtract, clear, I will subtract, then minus a plus a will cancel, then this is 2b is equal to c minus d, that implies b is equal to c minus d by 2. Now substitute a plus b is equal to c, a minus b is equal to d in these equations, a, b also in these equations, then how these four equations will modify? Then how these four equations will modify? So see, these four equations will be modified like this. So sine a plus b, in the place of a plus b, you can take it as sine c, plus sine a minus b, in the place of sine a minus b, you can take it as sine d, is equal to 2 sine a. What is a value? Means c plus c by 2. That is 2 sine c plus d by 2 into cos b. B is c minus d by 2. Now in the same way, second equation will become sine c minus sine d. So what is sine c minus sine d? Means 2 cos a sine b. So 2 cos c plus d by 2 into sine c minus d by 2. Now similarly, what is cos a plus b? A plus b is taken as c. For example, cos c plus cos d. What is cos c plus cos d? Means 2 cos c plus d by 2 cos c minus d by 2. Next, what is cos a plus b minus cos a minus b? Means cos c minus cos d is equal to 2 sine c plus d by 2 sine c minus d by 2. So these four formulas are also important for derivations in physics. Now it is c minus d only, not d minus c. Once check out that calculations, you can understand. That's why clearly I given over there. Maybe you forgot that a plus b is equal to c, a minus b equal to d. Then, okay, read ma, read. Ma, clearly, this much clearly we derived. So I don't know where you got the doubt. Yeah. So once you check now, okay, once you check. So c minus a minus b is equal to d, okay. And then if you subtract, then this is minus a plus a will cancel, then this minus will becomes plus, therefore this will become c minus d. So b is equal to c minus d. Now shall I move to the next set of formulas? Man, no trick, only one trick. First, if you remember that sine a cos b, I mean sine of a plus b equal to sine a cos b plus cos a sine b, substitute a equal to b, you will get 2a formulas. Take only a, we will get one more formulas. And if you remember this one, so you can remember all these formulas, that's it. So this is the trick, man. Apart from that, there is no short trick. This is only the short trick. I told as easy as possible, that's it, to remember the formulas. So if you remember a plus b and a minus b, then the entire concept is over, right? So if you take sine a plus b, sine a minus b, if you remember these two, all these are based on that only, right? So till now, whatever we discussed, all those are based on sine a plus b, sine A minus B. That's it, right? So if you take A equal to B, we got one equation. If you take A sine A plus sine B, sine of A plus B, sine of A minus B, will get one equation. Then we considered like this, we derived these formulas. Anywhere, if you forgot all these formulas, means blindly remember two things: sine A plus B, sine A minus B. So if you remember sine A plus B, sine A minus B, remaining things you can easily solve. If you remember sine A plus B and sine A minus B, then easily you can solve all the formulas. Yeah, shall I move to the next set of formulas? So all these are the trigonometric formulas. Now I'll explain about sine law and cosine law. This is very, very important. In second PU and first PU, we have some derivations based on this sine law and cosine law. Okay. For example, I'll take this as a triangle. For example, I'll take this as a triangle, any triangle, no problem. I'll take any triangle. Clear? I'll take any triangle. For example, I'll take this side as A and this opposite side, I will take it as, for example, angle A. I'll take like this, no problem. I'll take this side as, for example, A, and opposite to this angle is taken as angle capital A. I'll take this as capital B, angle capital B. I'll take this side as B. I'll take this angle as C. I'll take this as small c. Are you clear? And I'll take this as capital C. Now, according to the sine law, clear? According to the sine law, A by sine A means this side by opposite angle. So opposite angle by this side. Are you clear? Or else you can take this as sine A by A is equal to, are you clear? This side by opposite angle, that is B by sine B is equal to this side by opposite angle. Therefore, that is C by sine capital C. This is called as sine law. Clear? This is called as what? Sine law. From this you can write A by sine A is equal to B by sine B. You can take like this. From this you can find out either A or B or A, angle A or angle B. For example, if I want to find sine A, so sine A can be taken as what? A into sine B divided by small b. That's it. What? Yeah. Now remember, this formula derivation is there in our physics concept also in vectors lesson. In vectors lesson, we are going to learn this concept. Actually, vectors lesson is included in the motion in 2-dimension lesson. So when I am going to discuss about the motion in 2-dimension lesson, again we'll discuss the same concept. We'll derive the same equation. So it is, this derivation is there in physics also. We'll discuss later. Okay. Fine. Now shall I move to the next one? For example, this is called as sine law. Clear? This is sine law. Now what is cosine law means? For example, I will take it as c square. That c square can be taken as c square means this side. So this side square is equal to a square plus b square minus 2ab into cos c. This is the expression for c square. Now similarly, if I take b can be taken as b square is equal to a square plus c square minus 2ac cos b. So whatever the side is there here, that angle has to appear here. Clear? Actually, if you take a right angle triangle, for right angle triangle, what is this value means? For example, if I take this as a, if I take this as b, if I take this as c, then c square is equal to a square plus b square. That's it. But not a right angle triangle, we can take any triangle. So you can apply this formula for any triangle. Clear? You can apply this formula for any triangle. Now similarly, if I take a square, that a square can be taken as b square plus c square minus 2bc cos a. These three are taken as cosine law. So these are the formulas for cosine laws. So whatever the side we have taken here, you have to substitute that angle. Okay, then for this area of triangle, to find out the area of triangle, we have one formula. Clear? To find out area of triangle, we have one formula. This formula also we already learned in your lowest standard. So area of triangle A can be taken as S into S minus A into S minus B into S minus C, where S is equal to, clear, where S is equal to A plus B plus C by 2. So these are the sine laws and cosine laws. Now these are the maximum trigonometric relations which we are going to use in physics. So remaining things, that is you learning mathematics. Okay. So I want these relations. So based on these relations, we have some derivations. So these relations is enough for you. So you just revise this concept, and this today in our app I uploaded one assignment. That assignment is based on this formulas only. So next time also I will upload the assignment. That assignment is also based on this formulas only. So once you by heart or prepare whatever, so please be thorough with these formulas. Now I'll go for the next concept. That is logarithms. Yeah. If the time is up, you just log in again for just 5 to 10 minutes. Yeah. If time is up, you can log in for yeah. So the next concept is logarithms. Logarithms, which is simply expressed as log. Clear? Yeah. Now what do you mean by logarithm? Means logarithm of a number is nothing but how much power we have to raise a number to get another number. Are you clear? So how much power we have to raise a number to get what another number. So a logarithm of a number is a power to which a number is raised, power to which a number is raised, power to which a number is raised in order to get another number. So this is a logarithm. Okay. So logarithm function is usually represented. Okay, fine. So if a power x equal to n, now remember, if a is a number, so this number is raised to how much power to get another number. Clear? For example, what do you mean by logarithm? Means a logarithm of a number is power to which, so power to which a number is raised. So power to which a number is raised in order to get another number. So in order to get another number. Then we can write, clear, then we can write log n to the base a is equal to x. This is called as base. Clear, this is called as base. Are you clear? Now remember, where x is taken as, clear, where x is taken as, where x is what means, clear, where x is what means, x is logarithm, clear, where x is logarithm 2n to the base a. Clear? So you have to read like this: x is equal to logarithm of n to the base a. I hope this is very new concept to you, logarithms. Is this new concept, no? Logarithm in your lower standard, did you learn? Yeah. So in your lower standard you didn't learn, therefore please concentrate. Now this logarithm is of two types, man. Clear? This logarithm is of two types. One is base 10. So log base 10. You will get the base value as 10. Okay. You learn, no? Already you learned, Shravan? Yeah, fine. Now we have one term. So logarithm is two types. One is log base e and log base 10. So log base 10 and log base e. Now remember, log base e is called as natural logarithm. Clear? So log base e is called as what? Natural logarithm. This can also be taken as ln. Clear? This can also be taken as what? Ln. Are you clear? So that what is the relation between natural logarithm and base 10 means the relation between natural logarithm and base 10 is ln. Ln is nothing but log base e. Are you clear? That is equal to 2.303 into log base 10. Clear? 2.303 into log base 10. Okay. For example, if I take this as ln x, means log of a number, that is log base e. Now ln means ln x means log base x, I mean base e. That can be taken as 2.303 into log base x base 10 to the x, or log x to the base 10. Clear? Log x to the base 10. Now I'll give some formulas from the logarithms, which is very important. Yeah. Now I'll go for the logarithm formulas. Now remember, logarithm formulas are very important in physics derivations. Clear? Now I'm going to discuss few formula. Now the first formula is log a to the base a. Remember, if the number as well as base both are same means its value is 1. So log a to the base a is 1. Clear? Now remember one more point, log 1 to the base a is equal to 0. This is the next formula. And next one, log 0 to the base a is equal to minus infinity if a greater than 1. Plus infinity if a less than 1. So these two are the formulas for log 0. Now the next formula is clear. Now the next formula is log of mn is equal to, or log base a to the mn is equal to log m to the base a plus log n to the base a. That base a may be e, that base a may be 10. You can take log 10 or you can take log e also. So we have one relation between log a and log e. Sorry, log 10 and log e. So what is the relation between log 10 and log e means 2.306. So log e is equal to 2.306 into log 10. Now the next formula is log m by n. So what is the formula for log m by n means log m by n formula is log m minus log n. So if I take this as base a, it is log m to the base a, log n to the base a. Now next, for example, log x to the power of n to the base a, that can be taken as, if anything you will get power means that power will comes to the base or coefficient, then this is n log x to the base a. Very good, Anirudh. You already learned. You already learned, ma? Anirudh. Yeah, good. Very good. Now, one more point. For example, I will take like this. So, for example, or else I will take log m to the power of n. Why? Because means always you are using mn, right? So this is log m. Then it is easy to remember. So log m to the power of n to the base a is equal to m log a, or else you just remember like this, no problem. Now we have one more formula. For example, log m to the base a, this can be taken as, clear, log m to the base a can be taken as, for example, I can write like this, log m to the base b into log b to the base a. Nothing is there. You can cancel again b and b, then it becomes m by a. So where b is of any function, so that you have to write like this, these two must be cancelled. Or else before that, I will tell you one more formula. Log of m by a can be taken as 1 by log am. So base as well as this power will change, or base and this coefficient will change, this value will change. Now you can write like this also, log m to the base a is equal to log m to the base b into log b to the base m. You can write like this also, sorry, base a. You can write like this also. So that the word which you used here and here must be cancelled. Okay, ma? Or else this can also be taken as log m to the base b into, I will write like this also, I mean divided by, you can write like this, so 1 by log a to the base b. You can write like this also. Clear? Why? Because log m by a or log m to the base a can be taken as 1 by log a to the base m. So it look like same like this, therefore I can write like this also. Now I'll give one more formula. So a power log x to the base a is equal to x. Understood, ma? So a power log x to the base a is equal to how much x? This is one more formula. And one more formula, e power log x is equal to x. So e power log x is equal to x. Okay, you can neglect the base also, no problem. You can neglect the base a also, no problem. Okay, no problem. You just remember like this. So e power log x is equal to how much, ma, x? So these are the formulas which will be used in physics. Now, based on this, I'll give you an example. I'll give you an example problem. So what is the value of log x square y? So this is the answer, question. So what is the value of log x square y? Okay. Now how to find out means, it look like log mn. Log mn formula, log a plus log b. Clear? So log x square plus log y. But again, it look like log a m power n. So what is log m power n means? Log n, sorry, log m power n means n log m. Therefore, it look like log m power n. So log m power n is n log a plus log y. Now, shall I give another problem? Now the next problem is log of x y square by z. So do this problem. and you can leave. Sorry, I took more time. You can do this problem as homework and you may leave the class.